Hello, Minecraft players. My name is JJCCubes42, aka Xerxes, and here I am today to show you how to build a boat dispenser. Now, a couple things I want you to keep in mind during the tutorial is that these are guidelines, not like set in stone rules for you to build it. Well, for the most part, it's guidelines. Your machine is not going to be exactly the same as mine, and just how mine is not the exact same as Ethoslab, the person who I got the idea from. Now, several of you have requested that I make a tutorial, and this is a very complicated project. It takes a long time to explain, so I'm going to be making the video in two parts. Part 1 will be the structure, part 2 will be the circuit. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? First thing you want to do when you build this project is make a foundation of dirt that's like, let's count 1, 2, 3, approximately 20 by, I don't know, 15. You're going to want to make just a patch of dirt somewhere on the water where it's not too terribly deep, like probably close to shore. That's going to be the most convenient. If you want to go sail somewhere, you're going to want it to be close to shore. So anyways, once you build that dirt patch, you're going to need a lot of room to work underneath it. So what you're going to do is build solid dirt until you hit the bottom of the water where, naturally there will be more dirt and stone underneath that. So like build dirt all the way down and fill it up to get rid of any water. Or if you want to get rid of the water with buckets, be my guest, but that's going to take you days. Okay, so once you've got your dirt foundation, the first thing you're probably going to want to do is build the boat return. This is a 4x5 square, two signs right here to stop the water. And in front of the 2x5 square, there's a 2x2 square, or a 2x3 square. And right here, there's a door, a ladder, and a pressure plate. That's going to be the general setup of things that boats go through. Door, ladder, pressure plate. Underneath here, you're going to want to dig a little room for the circuit that makes this pressure plate open this door with the right amount of delay. I'll show you that. A room about yay big. There's where the pressure plate comes down, goes around with delay, connects to the door. That way the boats don't go straight through and pick up too much speed. They stop for a second. Okay, now that you've dug your little room underneath and you made this, oh, by the way, water goes in the corner here and the corner here. Then you're going to dig about 8 blocks this way, 7 or 8. And then you're going to build a 2x2 shaft, and it's going to go down for 5 blocks. After the first 3 you dig down, 1, 2, 3, you're going to build a tunnel this way and place water back there so that the 8th block, or so that it's 8 blocks from where the water starts to here, and it'll stop here. Oh, and by the way, make sure you put ladders on the wall and signs to stop the water if it's not 8 blocks. Okay, the next 3 down, you're going to build, or the next 2 down, just dig 2 down. I'm going to explain this a little bit later. There's signs to suspend the water, and this is the junction door that controls where the boats go. The next part, you're going to plan where the boat shredder is going to be. There's 2 directions that the boat's going to go, to the shredder and to the storage room, and we're going to do the shredder right now. Build a 2x2 shaft that goes down for about, I don't know, just dig down 6 blocks for now, and we'll figure out the rest later. Dig this way towards the shaft that you dug a little bit ago, and every time you turn, make sure you go down instead of staying level. This will make sure that the boats don't smash against walls and break. So all you're basically doing is connecting this to wherever you dug your shaft to. Make sure you put signs and ladders, like I said. Then once you get to the water elevator, obviously put 4 blocks of water up there so that it flows down. And let it flow for 1 block here, and then put signs. This will make sure that the boats don't get stuck here, which I had a lot of trouble with. Once you go up the water elevator, you're going to want to build this out of glass so that you can see what's going on while you're testing the machine. Let it flow for 1 block, sign, sign. Put lava 1 block above that, sign, sign. This will allow the boats to flow into the lava and touch it, but not burn your items up. And they'll flow through to here. Grab my axe. Where resources will get returned to you. And once again, sign right there. Okay, so next you're going to dig your tunnel that leads to the storage room. In this little room, you're going to need a sign here, here, and here to suspend the water. This door that you put right here will take care of that. Make sure that the door is oriented so that it will stop boats from falling when it's open and let them flow through when it's shut. Put a sign here so that you can put these 2 blocks of water right there. And so that you can put water here and here. Make sure this is 1 block back. This will push the boat when it falls through just enough to get into there. And where that leads to, I'll show you as soon as I can get up this ladder. Okay. That is going to lead to this tunnel right here. This tunnel, you want to make it go very far that way, because when the boat comes through here, you have to remember your docking station's right here. So if you start building the storage room going in that direction, by the time you build 8 or 9 cells or 10, you're going to be a mile away, and it's going to be just completely inconvenient. So dig your shaft this way, just keep putting water so the boat continues, and then make sure you dig your storage room very far down so you don't interfere with anything else with the giant cavern. Wherever your first alignment pond is, make sure that where the boats drop down is relatively low to it. Otherwise, they'll pick up too much speed and break. You'll have to use a little bit of trial and error here, but yeah. Okay, so here we are in the storage room. You're going to need to make it like twice as big as you think it needs to be, which will take you a lot of time to dig, but, no one said this would be easy. And dig a huge room under here for the circuit. I say it should at least be 5 blocks tall. That way when you're up here, you're not jumping around and stuff. This alignment pond right here is 7 by 4, just the square part, and then there's 2 by 2 right here where we have our little standard setup, door, ladder, pressure plate. And the subsequent holding stations are a little bit different. You're going to have 6 blocks in between each door. Well, I actually built it with 5, but I found it very hard to cram all the circuitry into that small space, so I extended it to 6 to make it easier on you. So you're going to put water 3 blocks in. I have it 4 just because I have 5 block long thing. Yours is going to be 6 blocks long, so you're going to need it to be one closer. So go 3 blocks in, put water and water over there. It will flow evenly into here. You're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hypothetically on the 6th block you would put this little setup, the door marking the end of it. It can be a little confusing, like the spacing and whatnot, so in a minute we're going to go up and build an example cell with the proper amount of space in between. So let's go do that. Oh, and the only other thing is this water elevator. Just make sure after the last cell, or the first cell actually, you put signs right before the water elevator so it doesn't create stagnant water. So here we can ride this boat up. And then just make like a little tube for the boats to travel through. There we go. And the boat goes back through there. Okay, where should we build this? We're going to build an example cell just so that you guys understand how it works. Flat ground, where's flat ground? Okay, this base is good enough. Okay, so, like I said, you want it to be 6 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. Actually, the 6th block is going to be where the water comes in, so don't put a block there. Instead, go... Crap. And hypothetically, there will be another cell behind here flowing in this way, but there isn't. So to prevent backflow, I'm just going to put blocks here and here. Okay, so make sure you have 6 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we're good there. We want to put water here. Water here. Then you get your door, your ladder, and your pressure plate. Make sure you're standing in this direction when you put down the door. Put it like that. Put the ladder here. And put the pressure plate right here. And so that's how you make one cell. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys about the structure of this. It's almost been 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try to wrap it up here. Oh, one thing I wanted to tell you that I forgot. When you build your foundation, do not build it out of any flammable material, because when you put in that lava, if you're not careful, things are going to catch on fire, and if your foundation is made out of wood, it's going to burn all the way down, and water will rush in, your whole machine will be completely destroyed, and you'll have to start all over again. And I don't know about you, that doesn't sound much fun to me, so... actually the walls of my machine burned down twice, and I was very lucky that I did not build a foundation out of wood, which I almost did, by the way. So yeah, build your foundation out of dirt, not anything flammable. So that's it for structure, I think. I'll see you guys in part 2 for the circuit.